Okay, so I now want to circle back to Kevin Durant, who currently plays for the Brooklyn Nets. Now, as you all know, Kevin Durant won 2 NBA Finals MVPs with the Golden State Warriors, and there's this belief among a large majority of NBA fans that Kevin Durant's rings are fake. And that is simply not true, at least in my opinion. Let me tell you something right now. There is no such thing as a fake ring, okay? No such thing. There takes a certain commitment to excellence to winning a championship. There's a certain grind in the playoffs and in the regular season, okay? And the playoffs are a whole new animal than the regular season. The physicality, the officials, you don't get certain calls in the playoffs. And in reality, you have to beat a team 4 times in a best-of-7 series, okay? It's not like the NFL playoffs where you face a team 1 time and then, boom, you're out of there. I'm sorry, but I don't think very many teams would have beaten the New England Patriots 4 times in a best-of-7 series back when Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were together. That's just my opinion, though, okay? The truth of the matter is this. The Golden State Warriors became a dynasty because of Kevin Durant. They were not a dynasty before Kevin Durant got there. It looked like they potentially could have been a dynasty. They won an NBA Finals, back in 2015. Now, granted, LeBron James didn't have any help in that series. Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love got injured. But what do you know? The very next year, when LeBron James has a healthy squad, the Golden State Warriors choke in the NBA Finals, okay? And Golden State could have ran it back and returned the same team that they returned the previous year. But no, you know what Golden State thought to themselves? They thought, man, this Cleveland Cavaliers team is really good. We're in trouble. We need Kevin Durant. Draymond Green was reportedly calling Kevin Durant hours after the Golden State Warriors lost in the NBA Finals. It was reportedly that he was calling Kevin Durant in the parking lot, begging Kevin Durant and recruiting Kevin Durant to come play for Golden State. And obviously Steph Curry had no problem with Draymond Green recruiting Kevin Durant because Steph Curry could have very easily said, nah, we're good. But no, Steph Curry invited Kevin Durant on board. And there was a theme with the Golden State Warriors before they got Kevin Durant. They had a great system that was put in place by Steve Kerr where the team was shooting threes and things like that. And they were fun. They were magical. They were a finesse team that was doing good things. But the deeper and deeper the Warriors got into the playoffs, the more that system got thrown out the window because a system can only take you so far. But eventually, you're going to face some long, lengthy defensive teams that can get physical with you. And the 3-ball, sometimes it's not going to work for you in the finals versus a LeBron James, and things like that when the Cleveland Cavaliers decided to play real defense. That system got exposed in the NBA Finals. But when you have Kevin Durant is an exception to the rule and improves any system, okay? Because Kevin Durant, he's arguably the best one-on-one player in the entire NBA. If you just isolate Kevin Durant, more times than not, it's an automatic bucket, okay? And Kevin Durant, he made the Golden State Warriors unbeatable. The first year he got there, the Golden State Warriors went 16-1 in the playoffs. 16-1. 16 wins, 1 loss. I mean, Kevin Durant, there's something to be said for him being the driving force for the team and him making the Golden State Warriors an all-time great team that was an unstoppable force of nature at times. And not to mention, Kevin Durant was the NBA Finals MVP. Had he have ridden Steph Curry and Klay Thompson's coattails and been out there averaging 18 or 17 points per game, then you might have an argument. But no, Kevin Durant was the guy the Golden State Warriors called on when it mattered most in crisis. When things got tough, you know who they relied on? It wasn't Steph Curry. It wasn't Klay Thompson. it sure as heck wasn't no Draymond Green. It was Kevin Durant. In the first NBA Finals the Golden State Warriors got to, Kevin Durant averaged 35 points per game, had 8 rebounds and 5 assists, and shot 55.6% from the field. Okay, he vastly outplayed LeBron James. It wasn't even close. He does the same thing the very next year, averaging 29 points per game, nearly 11 rebounds, and 7.5 assists. Had a triple-double in the closeout game in which the Golden State Warriors swept LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Okay, and by the way, Kevin Durant would have won 3 straight NBA Finals MVPs had he have not gotten injured in the Toronto Raptors series. The Golden State Warriors very well could have three-peated if Kevin Durant had stayed healthy, okay? And in the NBA Finals, in back-to-back Game 3s, in back-to-back seasons, Kevin Durant hit the shot of shots in LeBron James' face the first time and in J.R. Smith's face the second time in LeBron's own building in Cleveland to clinch the series, okay? He hit the clutch shots. He took the big shots. And he was the best player on that team. And I don't want to hear that, oh, Steph Curry was the most important player. No, he wasn't. Because if he was the most important player, you wouldn't have went out and got Kevin Durant. Okay? And by the way, if everyone out there is calling LeBron James an undisputed top 5 player of all time and is putting him in the GOAT conversation, doesn't that say a lot about Kevin Durant? The fact that he outplayed the guy that you were putting, that a lot of people in the media are putting in the GOAT conversation. Kevin Durant was the best player on an all-time great team. He's one of 12 players to have won multiple NBA Finals MVPs. Only Michael Jordan, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, Magic Johnson, and Shaquille O'Neal, aka Shaq, have more NBA Finals MVPs than Kevin Durant. And what have the Golden State Warriors done since Kevin Durant left them? Oh, let's see here. They couldn't win the NBA Finals when he got injured. Everyone talked about, oh, the Golden State Warriors, they might be a better team without Kevin Durant. No, if Kevin Durant played in that Toronto Raptors series, the Golden State Warriors would have won that series easily, okay? But Golden State without Kevin Durant, they couldn't hang with Kawhi Leonard and the crew. The very next year, without Kevin Durant, the Golden State Warriors missed the playoffs. And this year, the Golden State Warriors missed the playoffs once again without Kevin Durant. So, I just cringe every time I hear that, oh, Kevin Durant's rings are fake. You know, he's not an NBA champion. He's a cupcake. All those arguments to me are just silly. And I think a lot of people are knocking Kevin Durant for going to a much better company and working with much better employees. I'm sorry, but Russell Westbrook has not proven that he can do anything on his own. He has not proven he can be a winning player in the playoffs consistently as the point guard. Obviously, they got to the NBA Finals in Oklahoma City, a couple of years ago, but weirdly enough, the fact that Russell Westbrook got better as a player and demanded more of the offense to be ran through him, and the fact that Oklahoma City coddled Russell Westbrook and not Kevin Durant, that was one of the ultimate downfalls for Kevin Durant deciding to leave Oklahoma City. And it's just one of those things where Kevin Durant really had nothing else to prove other than he can be an NBA champion, because in Oklahoma City, he was a league MVP. He had previously led them to an NBA Finals versus LeBron James, even when he was a puppy at age 23 years old. I mean, Kevin Durant had nothing really left to prove other than if he could become the best player on a championship team. He answered that in Golden State, and Kevin Durant's rings are not fake by any stretch of the matter. Thank you so much for watching this video today. Please also note that the Juice Alert Sports Podcast is not just a YouTube channel. It is available on all podcasting platforms, including Spotify, Google Podcasts, iTunes, and Apple Podcasts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this content with all your friends. This podcast is my favorite thing in the entire world right now. It is my passion. And I want more people to listen to this podcast. I really want this podcast to grow. Also, a fun fact about me is that I want to go into the sports broadcasting and media world once I graduate from the University of Toledo, a college in Northern Ohio. I am looking to become one of the next great sports broadcasters and analysts out in the world. And I potentially would like to start my own network if this podcast really truly grows. Or if I fall short of that goal, I would love to work for a big time network like ESPN or Fox Sports 1. I am open to all networks. So if you believe in my dreams and you see or hear my passion through the screen, be sure to tell all your friends about the Juice Alert Sports Podcast. Stay motivated, you guys. Have a God bless day, and I'm out.